good? Now look, this is day 51. Day 51, bro. I remember day one, bro. When I was first doing this shit, I was like, bro, how am I gonna be able to hop on the camera live stream for 100 days straight, bro? When you get to day, like, bro, I want to say when I got to like day 20, it stopped feeling like that. And then when you realize how long you've been going, you be like, damn. Like, you really, when doing this 100-day stream, I really realized how many days I wasted as a human being. You know, I claim I wanted to be a content creator, and I wouldn't even do simple stuff of just making videos, you know, and the streaming shit. I really use these as a journal. Day 51, I'm currently sitting at 2,790 subs, I think, or I'm about to be really close to 2,790. I'm like right there if I'm not there yet. I know when I wake up tomorrow, it'll be at 90 if it's not there right now. But yeah, man, like it's so crazy. Like it's crazy putting in perspective. Like once you want something in life and you apply the pressure to actually go get that shit, bro, it's so crazy where life will take you. Like genuinely. I know this is the beginning of my journey. I've only been consistent with this for, I want to say like a month and a week. So I say like 5 weeks I've only been consistent with this. And I've been on YouTube for like 10 years. But I was never consistent to it. I just now started getting consistent with it. And you can, like, I can see the difference from not being consistent to being consistent. Like in that 10-year span, bro, it took me like 5 years. It took me like 5 years to get 1,000 subs. And then it took me like another 5 years to get another 1,000. Now that I'm consistently doing it, it's, bro, like, I've been gaining subs like every single day. There'd be times where I wouldn't gain subs for a week, but I was not posting content. And it was like, how could I claim I want to be a content creator if I don't even post content? Like, that makes no sense. Like, moral of the story is, bro, if you want to be something or you want to do something, bro, do it. And you get in that mindset of like, man, I'm gonna wait for the right time. I'm gonna wait for the right time. I gotta wait for this. Bro, you keep waiting for the right time, bro. That right time is never gonna come. I'm telling you, bro. Like, if I would have went off that mindset, I still wouldn't even been able to be consistent as I am right now. I would have been waiting even longer, bro. And you can't keep waiting. Like, you can't. Like, you just gotta do it. Like Nike says, bro, literally just do it. Bro, there's so much stuff that I want to accomplish in my life. And I know I'm going to accomplish it in my life. I just got to, you know, keep my head down, stay focused, and keep applying the pressure. And that goes for anybody who comes across this video. You can do whatever you want in your life. You just got to put your head down and, you know, apply pressure and do it. It's not going to be easy. Nothing in life is easy. But if you want something and you want to make something out of yourself in a certain field, bro, you gotta put your 100% into it, because that shit ain't gonna be handed to you. And I think that's the problem with society nowadays, is that we expect everything to be handed to us. And I fall victim to that. I expected a lot of the shit that I wanted in my life to be handed to me, you know? And I would catch that affecting my mood, and I would treat the people around me in a different way and stuff like that. But it wasn't their fault. The only person I could blame was myself. Like, genuinely, I could only blame myself for not being consistent. I can only blame myself for not chasing my purpose, or not chasing my purpose, but like living in my purpose. You know what I'm saying? And like I told y'all yesterday in that last video, bro, it's not about chasing your dreams. And I know I started saying that, like, chase, bro. It's literally attracting it. If you're living in your purpose, it's going to come to you. You know what I'm saying? And it took me a while to realize that, like, bro, don't chase after it. Live in your purpose, and the reward will get attracted to you. That's just how life is. You don't chase after anything. Trey Myers, how's it going, champ? What's good with you, bro? I'm doing good. How are you doing, bro? I appreciate you for tuning into my live stream, man. I just be yapping during this time, bro. I'm not gonna lie. But I'm doing good. I'm thankful. I'm very thankful. How are you doing, bro? But yeah, bro, stay in line with your purpose, bro. Like, it don't gotta be content creation. It could be, bro, you could want to own a McDonald's one day. Some people, that's their dream, bro. Do whatever you can to achieve that shit, bro. Like, and at the end of the day, it's like, who am I? You know, you probably thinking, who am I? Who am I? But I genuinely want to be a living testimony, bro. Like, cause I'm gonna keep working hard at this content until I get to the point to where I know I should be. You know what I'm saying? And even when I get to that point, I'm gonna still keep working. Um, but I want to be a living testimony because I want y'all to see, like, I wasn't always at that point. I want y'all to see before I got to that point, it's all in your mind. It's a mindset thing. You said I'm good. I've been working and grinding. You feel me? That's great, bro. So that's all you can do, you know. And I'm happy you doing that, bro. Because a lot of people, you know, waste their time. They don't apply the pressure. They don't work for what they want. But I'm glad life is treating you well, bro, and you know you grinding, and that's all that matters at the end of the day is work towards whatever you want to do in your life. That goes for anybody. Work for whatever you want in your life, because if you don't work for what you want in your life, you're gonna be working for somebody else's life. Okay. Now, I'm not telling you, oh, don't work a 9 to 5. All these people on content, they be like, don't work a 9 to 5. Bro, there is nothing wrong with working a 9 to 5. I want y'all to understand that. If there weren't people working a 9 to 5, bro, the world wouldn't exist. But if it ain't the 9 to 5 you want to work, don't work there. You want to be a car mechanic? Go do that. Make sure you're happy at the end of the day. That's what I stress to y'all, is to be happy. Okay? Make sure whatever you're doing in life that you're happy doing it. There's so much BS that already goes on in the world. Bro, you got to be happy with whatever you're doing. It could be the smallest thing. And people are going to judge you for doing what you want to do. Like I said with the thing, some people, their dream is to own a McDonald's. Okay? And if that's your dream, go do that. But people are going to make fun of you. Oh, that's your dream, blah, blah, blah. Bro, it's my dream. It's not yours. You weren't gifted with this vision. No matter what, people are going to hate on you. So you might as well do what you want to do. I'm literally telling you this. There's already so much BS going on in the world. Don't waste your life being unhappy. I feel like growing up as a kid, bro, I didn't have a horrible childhood, but I didn't have the best childhood either. I spent so much of my time growing up as a kid being unhappy. I look back on them times, now being an adult, and I'm like, damn, I wish I would have never took them times for granted. I always used to be a kid, and kids love this saying. Man, I can't wait until I grow up. I can't wait until I grow up. When you grow up, you're going to wish you was a kid. That's how it always works. And I look back on how life was then, even though it wasn't the best time. I wish I would have appreciated those times when I was a kid a little bit more. You know what I'm saying? So no matter where you're at in life, what your goals are, what your dreams and stuff are, bro, make sure you happy and work your way to get to the point to where you know you need to be. That's really all I got for y'all. There was something else I wanted to yap about that I really can't remember. I really can't remember what I wanted to yap about. There was something else. Oh, as far as my channel, this wasn't it, but I do want to say this while I'm on this video. As far as my channel, I have been growing very, very great. And I'm bringing in multiple, like, people are telling me who they are. Can you see my chats? Yeah, I can see you, Josiah. I've been gaining a lot of love on my YouTube. And I want to thank every person, genuinely. Like, every person. Like, even if you watch one of my videos for 2 seconds, bro, like, y'all don't even understand. You took the time to click on my video. You know, and a lot of people don't understand that. Content creators, some of them just be like, oh, you didn't watch for this amount of time, bro. Nah, bro, you clicked on my video, bro. Like, that means the world to me, like, genuinely. And even the people, like I tell you all the time, even the people who send me them hate comments, bro, I appreciate that because you took the time out of the day to talk to me. Like, that means way more than what you know. And not a lot of people have my mindset. So don't just go out sending hate to random people because a lot of people can't take it. And a lot of people don't want to see hate. But in my eyes, I view it as you hating on me. In a way, you kind of supporting me. Love and hate go hand in hand. Right? When you hate somebody, they're on your mind. When you love somebody, they're on your mind. They go hand in hand. They always say there's a thin line between love and hate. You know? So, in my eyes, it's like, you hate me, you support me in some way, because you hating on me is supporting me. I'm on your mind, and that's very powerful for me to be on your mind. So I don't know. I just view it like that. But Josiah, how you been, bro? How was your vacation, man? How you been doing? I haven't got to talk to you in like a minute, bro. How you been? I seen your video today, and look, this is another thing, bro. You said it's like, I don't know if people will like it. If you don't like, if people will like what? Your YouTube video? Oh, but that's another thing. Josiah, shout out to Josiah, bro. He's my mod. And he always, whenever he can, he makes sure he come in my live streams. He's always supporting me. He's been supporting me for a while now. That's a day one right there. Shouts out to Josiah, and I see him trying to make content and everything. He doing his thing, and I'll be tuning into his content. I'm like, okay, Josiah, I see you making content. And that's the thing. I don't want to be that content creator to where I don't have a community, to where like y'all are just watching me. I want y'all to chase your purpose. Like if your purpose, like if you feel like you want to do content, do it. I'm here to support it, bro. That's amazing. There's so many people in the world who don't follow their dreams, and it kind of sucks, because it's like we're only gifted a limited amount of time on Earth, and you spent that whole time being unhappy doing what you didn't want to do. It's like, what's the point? But I'm happy that I see you making content, bro. Like that, when I seen your video, I was happy. I was like, okay, you making content, okay. But it was good, bro. But how you been? I see there's a couple people in here. I know my stream labs, it be glitching, so I really don't know how many people be in here. Like the number will fluctuate, but it's not accurate. Like, so if y'all are in here listening to me up, I do want to appreciate everybody who came in here. But yeah, man, I think I'm about to end this stream. It was just a quick little yap. Like I tell y'all before, if there's any videos y'all want to see me react to, or anything you want me to, it don't even got to be reacting. If there's any videos you want to see, like if it's a day in the life, a story time, or any of that, let me know. I'm an open book. I've been good. A little sad because it's gray outside, but I've been doing okay in school, playing Hunter. That's good, bro. I'm not gonna lie. The weather has been having me a little down too. I've noticed that. And it's not even down in like a sad way. It's down in a like, dang, I wish I could go outside and play basketball. Or like, I wish I could go to the park. You know what I'm saying? But where I'm at, it was really nice yesterday, but I worked. I'm like, the one day it's nice, I have to work. That's how it works. I'm like, bro. But summer is right around the corner. And spring is actually right around the, like, spring is literally like in a couple weeks. So just hang in there. I know when spring comes around, I'm gonna have a lot different content coming out. I'm still gonna be doing reactions and stuff like that, but I am gonna have more outdoory vlogs and other video ideas that I got in the works. But yeah, I can't wait for the spring and summer to come around, cause where I'm at, bro, like it's very beautiful in the spring and summertime. Winter is like, ugh. I'm not a fan of the winter. I know some people love the winter, but I'm not a winter person. Like I've never been. I've always loved like warm weather. If I never seen snow ever again and it was just sunny and nice outside with the wind blowing nice, bro, that would be the perfect life for me. I've never been a fan of the winter. I never did. I don't know why I don't like the winter. I think it's because growing up in Ohio, you just get accustomed to not liking the winter. Most people who grow up in like colder places, they don't like the cold because they've been around it so much. And then you got people who live in like sunny states. They're like, oh, I want to see the snow. I want to see the snow. But they don't want to see the snow. For instance, my roommate, bro, like he ain't never seen the snow. He moved to Ohio. He sees the snow, and it was cool at first, and then later on he's like, nah, I don't like this. And I'm telling you, bro, like, snowy weather is not for the weak, like, genuinely. I don't like the snowy weather at all. But thankfully, spring is right around the corner, and summer is right around the corner. So that's going to be great. But yeah, I just want to let everybody know who tuned into the live stream, or if you watch any of my content, I love y'all. I hope y'all stay safe. Remember, always living your purpose. Do what you want to do in life. And attract your goals. Attract every goal that ever cross your mind. Attract that to your life. And everything will be good. You said, hey, I got some new video ideas. Stay tuned. Hey, I'm going to be watching it, bro. I'm going to be watching it. And you better post them videos, bro. I'm telling you. I'm going to tune into it. So I'm going to be waiting for it, bro. But anyway, man, I love y'all. Y'all stay safe. And y'all have a great night. Peace out. Wait, hold on. You said, yo, gang, I just saw some of the wildest in my life. Wait, what'd you see, bro? I just seen that before I ended the stream. I want to hear what you got to say before I end this. What did you see? You said it was the wildest. What was wild? Bro, something tells me you about to try to rage bait me, bro. I feel it. Like, I genuinely feel it. You about to hit me with some nonsense, I feel like. But what'd you see? You was at McDonald's, okay? Okay. Chat, we waiting on this. We waiting to see what he got to say. And I was in the drive-thru. He about to rage bait, bro. You said, bro, cut the stream off. You said cut the stream off. He trying to rage bait. Oh, God, bro. But I'm here for the rage bait, genuinely, man. He said, I'm trying to get me a big double, of course, because why not? Okay. We already know he about to rage bait. And I see this couple arguing in their car. Ooh, yikes. I've been there before. I'm not going to lie. I've been there. So what happened when they was arguing? Did everybody come out okay? Bro, you typing forever, bro. If you don't just push that microphone on your keyboard, bro, and then say that shit in the mic, bro. Not even capping. She threw his drink at him, hopped out the car, started stomping on his windshield. What the fuck? What the fuck? So she got out the car and started stomping on bro's windshield? Chat, I don't know what y'all doing in that situation, but it would take every set, bro. I would literally have to pause and pray, like genuinely. I have to pause and pray and ask God for my next steps on what I need to do, because it would take every cell in my body to not crash out, like genuinely. And crashing out is not always the best thing. I learned that. Apparently he cheated on her or something on Snapchat. She went and stole his phone while he was inside to piss. Bro, it would take everything. I heard her yelling about it. She's stomping on his windshield, bro. Like, y'all know how expensive a windshield is to replace? In that situation, I don't even know what I would like. That's why I say I'll have to genuinely stop and pray about what my next moves were, because crashing out at that point is actually valid. But like at the same time, he kind of made that bed for himself. But at the same time, why don't you just slap him or something? You know what I'm saying? Like, why you gotta step on the windshield? Like, that's kind of crazy. So what's good with you, man? How you doing? You said should have gave bro the McDouble for on God, bro. Oh God, Josiah, I would have gifted bro the McDouble, bro. Like, bro, I know this ain't nothing, but here's a McDouble, bro. Hopefully your day get a little bit better, because there ain't no, like, bro, what do you do in that situation? Your windshield just got stomped out. What do you do? And she just walked away. She walked away after that. So he's a good person, though. Like, even though he cheated on her, at the end of the day, he's good because he let her walk away. A lot of guys, I'm not going to lie, a lot of guys be ready to crash out like that. And at least she made it out safe. You know what I'm saying? Because you seen that. Bro, imagine if it would have got to the next point. Bro, it could have been 10 times worse. I'm literally like, bro, imagine somebody stomping on your car windshield. What, like, bro, I'm imagining that shit, bro. I have a truck, okay? I drive a truck. I drive a Dodge Ram. And my truck is not cheap by any means. And I'm thinking in my mind, I'm putting myself in his shoes. I'm picturing myself in his shoes. And seeing like a girl just get up on top of my truck that I worked so hard for and just stomping on my windshield. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. You said and I happily ate my McDonald's? Yeah, bro. Yeah, bro, I don't even know if I would want to eat after that, bro. That shit would have been on my mind the whole night. I would have been like, cause that would have low key fucked up my night. I'm not gonna lie. Bro, everything is energy. I'm not gonna lie. Like if you see somebody going through something bad, I don't know if it's just me or how I am, but if I see somebody going through a bad time, I'd be like, hey, it'd be affecting my spirit and my soul. Sosa said I'm confused. So essentially, he went to McDonald's, Sosa, right? He went to McDonald's and he heard a couple arguing in their car. He went inside to the bathroom. He came outside and the girl was stomping on his windshield. Stomping on his windshield. When I'm telling, like, that's why I say I would have to pray. Like, I would genuinely, like, have to pause. Like, I would have to walk away from the situation, sit down. I would have sat at McDonald's, just prayed like this. Took some deep breaths. Because it would have took everything in me to not crash out. Like, I'm literally telling you. God have to hold me back. That's what I'm saying. Like, I would, like, bro, I would just be like, man, like, that. You said I'm not even on my computer. Like, bro, like, what do y'all do in that like, genuinely, what would y'all do in that situation? Like, what are y'all doing in that situation? Like, I know I'm not tweaking. Because, like, if he crashed, okay, theoretically, if that guy were to crash out, right? If he were to crash out, is he really in the wrong? And that's why I said I would pray about it, because I don't even want to take it to the point of crashing out. Because when you crash out, it just puts that negative energy already in the world, and then more negative energy is going to come back to you. So you just better off, you know, no matter how hard it is, bruh. No matter how hard it is, to just pray. There's been many situations like that in my life to where I literally had to pray about it before I crashed the fuck out. Since we here, bruh, and, you know, y'all just got me talking now. You see, I'm just sitting here looking at him from my car. Yeah, that's crazy. So you still at the scene. That's even insane. This makes me want to say a story time. Why you need to, like, think before you do shit. Story time. This is King Champ story time. So I was being a nice guy, right? And this video is, or this little rant is about to be a low-key little TMI, but it's not my TMI, it's somebody else's. So I'm sitting down in my house, right? And I had a friend at the time. He's not my friend anymore. I had a friend at the time. He needed a place to stay. He didn't have nowhere to stay, right? Him and his girl were getting into it. They was arguing back and forth. And I was like, bro, you know, I've been in relationships where it didn't seem like it was getting better. The best thing for you to do is to remove yourself from the situation, right? So I told him, you know, you can come over to my house. You can crash here until you get back on your feet. You know, I'm not even going to charge you rent or anything. You could just stay in here until, you know, you get back on your feet. If you want, you can help out with groceries or some stuff like that. He's like, all right, bet. So like a week goes by. I go to Miami, right? He's staying there with my roommate, right? He's staying at the place with my roommate. I'm asking my roommate, like, how's it going? Is he doing good? He's like, yeah, everything's fine, blah, blah, blah. We just chilling. And I'm like, okay. So I come back home the next week after I got back from my Miami trip, and I'm sleeping. And I had a girlfriend at the time. And I'm sleeping with my girlfriend at the time, and I hear a thump. I'm like, boom. I'm thinking it's him downstairs, like he fell or something, or I don't know what he was doing. I heard a boom, right? And in my house, I had cameras, right? Got cameras. So I'm looking at the camera, and I'm like, keep in mind, like, I'm like halfway awake because I heard it. It woke me out of my sleep. I look at the camera. Chat, what I'm about to tell y'all niggas, bro, you going to think I'm capping, but I swear to God. I swear, like, and I know you shouldn't even swear to God, but I swear. That's how serious I am. I swear, like, I promise you. I woke up. I look at the cameras, right? This nigga is in my living room stroking his meat. He's in my living room stroking his shit. And my mind, I'm like, bro, I wanted to crash it. I'm like, bro, what if my girl went downstairs and seen you just stroking your nigga? What if I went downstairs and seen you stroking your shit? Nigga, like, well, what the fuck? I mean, I technically did see him stroking his shit. I seen no fucking camera, nigga, 4K. That shit pissed me. That shit fucked up the whole week. And I'm like, bro, I walked to the door. I was about to crash the fuck out. And I don't know. I don't know if it was God or what it was or my conscience. I don't know what it was. It said don't. It said don't. And when I'm telling you, bro, I probably was like 10 seconds away from going to jail because I was, oh my goodness, I was about to crash the fuck out. So I relocked my door. I lay back down. I took a deep breath. And my girlfriend at the time was like, what's wrong? What's wrong? This nigga downstairs jacking off. And I didn't even tell her what it was. I didn't even tell her what it was at the time because I didn't want her to like freak the fuck out. So I just told her like, none, bro just needs to leave. That's all I said. She was like, what, is everything okay downstairs? I was like, it's fine. I got it handled. He just needs to leave. I told him, I was like, hey, bro, that's not going to work out. Bro, you got to go. Who goes to somebody's house? Who goes to somebody else? And then here's the thing. The truth always comes out, right? Come to find out, the guy who I let him come over my house, he was not a good person. Obviously, by you stroking in somebody's living room, you're not a good person. Like, who has that mentality? That's so disrespectful. So supposedly, bro was beating on his girl. That's why they were getting into it. There was like domestic stuff. Like he was abusive. So in my mind, I'm like, I was helping him out. I didn't even know the full story. I was helping him out. Like, what the fuck? He was beating her. I'm like, bro, what the fuck is wrong with you? Like, that shit makes no fucking sense. What is wrong with you? And it came out later because he was at work. So I'm like, at work, he trying to talk to me. I'm like, nigga, back up, bro. Because, like, I could smack you at any given fucking moment. Like, I could smack the shit out of you at any given moment. Please don't talk to me. And I told him, I was like, please don't talk to me. We work together. If it ain't about work, don't try to talk to me. We not cool type shit. So, you said he have his addy. I don't have his addy. Because, bro, like, he don't have a house. How am I going to have his addy? I don't talk to him no more. I don't talk to him. But anyway, hopefully he's doing well. Hopefully he not beating bitches no more. Because that's never the right way to live. Because, like, what the fuck are we doing? Like, that never made sense to me. Now, look, if a girl is beating you, like, if a girl is putting her hands on you, okay, I don't want to get too controversial. If a girl is putting her hands on you and you are a guy, you have the right to defend yourself. I want to let y'all know that. But if y'all niggas are just beating women, please lock the fuck in. Like, genuinely. But my best advice for you, if you have a girl who is physically, like, handling you, remove yourself from that girl. Because I'm going to tell you from personal experience, it never gets better. She will never change. And it is never okay for anybody in any relationship, whether you are a woman or you are a man, to put your hands on the person you claim you love. It's never okay. Never okay. Do you fucking put your hands on your mom? Okay, so why are you putting your hands on me? You know, but a lot of women use that manipulation tactic to put their hands on their man, and they try to set them up for failure. And the guys, they don't think. They didn't take that second to stop and think and pray about it, and they just retaliated. That's why as young men, it's very, very important to never think off of emotion. Never think off of emotion. Okay? Take a second, reflect, and then go about your business. Never just react like that. You say a broke ass boy? Yeah, bro, I'm not even making fun of his financial aspect of it, because I've been broke before. Like, I've been, like, y'all don't even know, King Champ was really down bad at one point. That's going to be a story time another time for y'all. But I was down bad at one point, and I'm going to tell y'all later on down the line. But at one point, King Champ was really, really down bad, like, genuinely. So I never make fun of somebody for being broke, because I've been there before, and that shit always comes back. You said I got a story that remind me. What's the story of what happened to you? What happened, bro? You say he sound like he smelled like some shit. He did. I'm not gonna lie. He did smell. That was another thing. Oh my goodness. You just reminded me. Bro, when I said it was TMI, I didn't even tell y'all the full story. Okay? Don't look at me different, okay? So I was looking at it, I'm like, is he actually stroking his shit? Because I thought I was tweaking. I literally had to hit one of these when I got out of bed because my eyesight is already fucked up. As you can see, I'm wearing glasses. So I'm wiping my eyes. I swear, bro, I promise you. I can have somebody vouch for me that I'm not lying. Because, bro, my roommate can vouch for me. He's seen the shit too. So I wasn't the only nigga who had to see the shit. When he was doing that, when he was beating himself, the nigga finished on himself, right? I promise. I have no reason to lie. You don't know who he is. I'm never going to say his name, but I promise I'm not making this up. The dude finished on himself. He finished on him. He busted a nut on himself. Put his shirt back down and carried on with his day. The nigga never took a shower. He never, and I'm not lying. Like, I'm not saying this because I don't have no hate towards him. That situation is already gone. This nigga nutted on himself and carried on with his day. The whole time he was there, he never took a shower. He was there for 2 weeks. What the fuck? Please lock in. That is disgusting. You said story time. What's the story, bro? You said he about to grabbing things and putting in his pocket. He need a cloth. No, bro. He literally fit. I've never seen. I don't think that's normal. And I'm asking people. I'm asking other guys. I'm like, not even in no like gay way. I'm asking other dudes. I'm like, have y'all ever like done that and then finished and just put your shirt down and carried on your day? Like, bro, when I'm telling you it was so graphic, that shit will always be embedded in my head. I'll never be able to get that shit out. It's not like I'm constantly thinking about it. But when it does cross my mind, I'm like, that is one of the most disturbing things I've ever seen in my life. Because, like, what the fuck is wrong with you? That shit is not normal. Like, that shit is not normal. But Sosa, what was your story that you had to tell the chat, bro? Fucking weird. He is weird. He is weird. I'm like, bro, and it wasn't even one of those situations where I hated him at the time. I'm not gonna lie, my heart was kind of hatred towards him. But looking back on him, like, you just feel bad for him. I'm like, how does life ever get that tough to where you're doing that in people's living rooms? Like, I've never been in that situation. When I was down bad, if somebody gave me a place to stay, why the fuck would I abuse that place to stay like that? You said my friend was a hood dude, right? We went to 7-Eleven to grab some food, or so I thought. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Here we go. Here goes the YNs, bro. Don't even tell me so. I already know what's going to happen, bro. We start going in, but old dude start grabbing shit and stuffing in his pockets. And it's people like him that make the stereotypes bad, bro. Josiah said, bro really sat in there. Bro, it sat in his belly button. Josiah, he let that shit sit. I'm not cappy. Like, Josiah, I wish I was lying about that. Like, I genuinely wish I was lying. Like, I promise you, I wish I was lying about that. But when I'm telling you, like, me telling y'all this story, I'm getting flashbacks of that shit. So it's kind of pissing me off because I'm like, bro, like, I remember how I felt in that moment and I was just so fucking heated. Just imagine somebody doing that shit, bro. We start going in, we're going to sprint. So he pretty much told you, like, we robbing this shit and you just got to go along with the plan and that's it. So he told you essentially, like, bro, we going to rob this shit. Either you run or you get left behind. Mind you, I'm in an expensive hoodie, so I know I look sus. Bro, that's why I told y'all in that stream a couple days ago, you got to be very careful about who you surround yourself by. That just made me think of another story time that you said that, bro. I'm not going to lie. I feel like I need to tell another story time. Is your story over, Sosa? Because that made me think of a flashback I had again. And I promise you, there's no cap in none of this shit that I'm telling y'all. This is real life. Like, I promise you, I never cap to y'all. You got a story that you ain't never told nobody? All right, Josiah, tell me the story, bro. Tell me the story. Bro, why would he rob? Bro, he's probably down bad. You got to think about it. YNs? Think about an average YN. Your average YN, he rob and he does that shit. And I'm not giving them, like, I'm not saying it's okay. I'm never saying the shit that YNs do is okay. But you got to think about it from their perspective. Bro, like, them niggas don't have anything. Like, they genuinely don't have anything. So, bro, they're doing that because, like, that's probably all he's going to eat for a while. You know, and it's sad the world we live in, to where we got to go to the measures of robbing a 7-Eleven. Like, something's not right. Like, Burger King is always hiring, like, genuinely. And if you work at Burger King, bro, you can get free meals. Like, like, bro, work at Mickey D's, bro, get you some free. Bro, when I was working at fucking Dairy Queen, bro, it was one of the first jobs I had. Working at Dairy Queen, bro, I was always stealing chicken tenders, but I wasn't stealing it because I worked there. They knew, so it wasn't stealing. But I was always making wraps and shit and just eating that shit. Because, bro, like, I wasn't down bad, but, like, bro, I saved money by doing that. You said I got one. All right, Josiah, what was your... You said nah, because there's, like, one more part. Respect. He got us in Jew for 4 months because I was an associate. Damn, so you had to be in juvenile detention for 4 months for robbing a 7-Eleven? Damn, bro, I'm sorry. Because you were an associate. That's fucked up, bro. I'm sorry you had to do that, bro. But that's why I said before. That's what I was telling you before. Bro, you gotta be so careful who you surround yourself by. Because, like the story I was going to tell you, bro, I used to surround myself by not the best individuals. And I look back on how they're living now. Like I went to check in with them. And, bro, like, they're the complete opposite of what I want to be in life. And I see how they act. And I'm like, I'm glad I don't hang out with them anymore. Because, bro, you're still not doing any. You're worse than what I left you. Like, you're worse. And it's sad. Like, I genuinely feel for them because I'm like, I'm sad. But you can't save people like that because they don't want to save themselves. Wasted most of me being 14. Bro, you're good, bro. It's in the past. We got to focus on the future. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, you learn from that. You know what I'm saying? So, you just got to surround yourself by people who are positive, who are going to better you in life, not do that stupid stuff. Josiah said, when I was little, I was at Taco Bell and a guy tried to kidnap me. Josiah, what the fuck? Are you being serious? When you were little, a kid tried to kidnap you. My dad pulled out the blicky on him, and the guy tried to offer my dad drugs to keep the cops. Bro, what? Josiah, are you being for real? That is some crazy... Bro tried to kidnap you, then offered your dad drugs? What the fuck is wrong with the world? Like, I'm genuinely at a loss of word. Like, bro, what the fuck? Well, thank God he didn't kidnap you. Because there's no telling what he would have did to you, Josiah. Like, in all seriousness. And W Dad in the chat, bro. W Dad. Your dad is a dub. Your dad moving like how I would move if I was a dad. 100%. But that is fucking insane. And then he tried to give your dad drugs and thought that shit was going to work. He was probably already on some drugs when he tried to kidnap you. But I'm sorry you had to experience that because I know no matter how old you'll get, you'll always try to remember that. Like, you'll always remember that. But that is insane. That is fucking insane. That's crazy as fuck. I'm not going to lie. Dead serious. W Dad. I got a story about some guy I was friends with who was secretly robbing my... What? What, bro? Where are y'all getting these from, bro? What is happening? This is proof, like, bro, what is wrong with the world? So he was robbing your cousin the whole time, and he was your friend. He was robbing your cousin the whole time. You didn't know, right? So you stayed friends with him after you found out, or did you stop being friends with him? My homeboy was dry humping one of my ex-girlfriends at the time. Huh? Bro, what the fuck? Josiah! Okay, so basically, when I was in the 7th grade back then, he was in the 9th grade. You live in the Inglewood area, so like Inglewood, Chicago, Inglewood? hold on. You you live in Inglewood, like Chicago Inglewood, or you live in California Inglewood? Don't tell me you live in Chicago Inglewood. Josiah say at church camp. Church camp. Wait, that nigga is freaky. He was dry humping a girl at church camp. That's insane. I'm not gonna lie. That's actually like, bro. We gotta work on our morals, bro. Like, why are we dry humping at church camp, bro? Like, please lock in. So basically, what happened was I lived with my cousin back then, and my mom was there broke, and my cousin had a place he let us stay at. Oh, you live in Chicago Inglewood? I've heard stories about Chicago Inglewood. I don't know. I've never been there, but I've heard stories on how it gets there. That's insane. My ex, now my girlfriend at the time, we ain't homeboys no more because he was trying. Nah, that's insane. Bro was trying to. Bro was getting freaky with your girl at church. It's insane. That's insane. Muddy said, and then one day he comes in my house like normal. So essentially, he was trying to rob the house that you lived in, because you lived there at the time. So he was robbing a house that you lived in at that time. My girl's pants was in button, and I was getting. You mean your girl's pants were unbuttoned? Josiah, what the fuck, bro? Y'all some little kids too, Josiah. What y'all need to stay focused on that church camp and school. Y'all shouldn't be doing that shit, Josiah. What the fuck is going on? Muddy said, and after a few days later, Cuzzo said his phone and $50 were missing from the house. So bro stole your. Did he have an iPhone? You can track. Well, I mean, unless he took too long. And I was confused because I know damn well I wouldn't steal from him. Yeah, that's your cousin. Why would you steal from family? If you stealing from family, then that you a fucked up individual, genuinely. This was a while ago. So what did y'all do? Did y'all beat his ass when y'all found him? Or like, what do you do in that situation? You know what I'm saying? Because like, he probably sold it, so you can't even get that shit back. That phone. You know what I'm saying? That's why you gotta be like I tell all y'all, bro, who be hopping in these videos and these streams and stuff. Bro, you got to be careful who you hang around. Like, I cannot stress that enough, bro. When I'm like, use me for an example, bro. Like, there was a time in my life to, if I would have kept doing the stuff that I was doing growing up and hanging around those people, there would be no King Champ. I wanna be serious for a second. There would be no King Champ if I was still hanging around those people. Okay? So I want to tell y'all seriously, like, please be careful on who you hang around. That is so important. Next day, I see the boy flexing on IG about the robbery he did. So this nigga was flexing the fact that he robbed y'all. Oh, nah. I'm not gonna lie. In that situation, I'ma pray. But I'ma ask God for forgiveness, because that motherfucker's different. And you gonna have to beat his ass. Like, on some genuine. Some people, unfortunately, you got to. I'm not even gonna lie and be like, nah, you don't. Unfortunately, there are people like that. You have to do it. But you just got to be safe when you do it. And if he stole from your cousin, you and your cousin is going and getting that shit back. Y'all beating his ass together. You know what I'm saying? I would have brought the whole family. We would have had grandma in the back going crazy. She coming to beat this nigga's ass too. That's just how it is. I'm not going to lie. If he flexing that, he need his ass beat. Like, genuinely. Like, you need your ass beat. because you're flexing on, like, you know how fucking stupid you look. I stole a phone and I stole $50. Like, bro, that makes you look down bad. Like, I never understood that mentality. Niggas flexing on a crime they just committed. Like that, I never understood that shit. Josiah said, "Man, I'm a virgin. I'm gonna be that way till marriage. I ain't a part of this." Josiah, everybody has their preferences. So do you, bro? You know what I'm saying? If you feel like that's best and that's gonna make you the best version of yourself, by all means do that. You know what I'm saying? There ain't nothing wrong with that, bro. Don't let anybody tell you that there's something wrong with that. If you feel like that's what you've been called to do, then by all means, wait until marriage. You know what I'm saying? So, that there ain't nothing wrong with that. You said Granny got the bazooka. Yeah, for sure. Nah, Granny would have had a fucking bazooka. I'm telling you. If somebody would have robbed my cousin, I'm sliding from my cousin immediately. Like, dead ass. And that's the thing about me. I'm not going to lie. Me as a person, I care more about the people around me. Like, when I tell y'all, like, I can, words only mean so much. You would have to genuinely know me personally. But you can ask people who are close to me. Like, bro, when people around me who I genuinely care about and love, when they're feeling down bad, and they're feeling some type of way, that shit affects me. I feel like it affects me more than it affects them. You know what I'm saying? Because I really I put myself in people's shoes a lot of the time. And I just think about that shit. I'm like, damn, like, so if I would have seen my boy got his shit stolen, I would have slid for him like Amazon Prime, my nigga. I'm talking same day. Same day I'm sliding for my cousin. Like, genuinely. And that's not always the best thing to do, but it just happens. For instance, I had a friend. He's not my friend anymore, but I had a friend, and he was down bad, right? And he was crying. We was outside hooping. This is another story time. We was outside hooping, right? He was crying. I'm like, what's wrong? He's on his phone. He's like, my girl just cheated on me, right? And keep in mind, lil bro is like, at this time, I want to say I was 18. No, at this time, I was 9. I just turned 19. Lil bro was 16. His girlfriend was 16. Why did his 16-year-old girlfriend sleep with her manager who was 24 years old? I'm not making this shit up, by the way. I promise. I have no reason. I wouldn't be able to come up with a lie on the fly like this. 24 years old. She's 16. He's sleeping with my friend at the time's girlfriend. And he was flexing on that shit. When I'm telling you, we was hooping. And I seen bro was crying. Because at the time, he's a little kid, bro. I'm 3 years older than him. I'm thinking in my head, like, bro, I remember when I was 16 and something similar like that happened to me, but it wasn't that bad. It was never that bad. But I remember getting cheated on. I remember how that felt. I'm like, bro, oh, hell no. Oh, hell no. He crying. Bro, we slid on him outside his job that same day and jumped him outside his job. He's a manager. They banned us from that restaurant. I don't care. He got his ass beat in that parking lot. That's insane, but it is what it is. He had to get his ass beat. He was flexing about that shit. He got dropped that same day. Hey, that's just what you got to do sometimes. You said, but his friend pulled him back and my brother was going to stab him with a switchblade? Oh, yeah. No. Yeah, Muddy, bruh. I'm glad your brother didn't do that. Like, genuinely. Beating his ass would have been perfect. Like, him just beating his ass would have been perfect. But him doing that would have been very bad. So I'm glad he didn't do that. I'm happy your brother did not do that, crash out to that extent. I wouldn't do nothing that's gonna put you in prison, like, or in jail. But he definitely could have. The guy should have got his ass beat. You said dead ass once I got shot, bro. Sosa, you are capping now, bro. Sosa, are you, bro? You said long live your brother, by the way? Oh, no, Muddy. Bro, long live your brother. Amen. Long live your brother. I'm sorry. I'm sorry about that, but long live your brother. Long live your brother. Bro, so you got shot? Sosa, bro, what the fuck? Chicago is really like That shit is Call of Duty Warzone, bro. You got shot? Bro, Sosa. Whoa. Damn. So how did it feel? Like, I'm genuinely curious. Like, when you get shot, like, how does it feel? Like, do you feel like, does it burn, or is it just like somebody like, if you could explain how it felt, how would you say it feels? I'm sorry you had to experience that, bro. Like, genuinely, that's what I'm saying, bro. The world is just like, I don't know, bro. There's so much I wish I personally could change in the world, but I feel sad listening to this stuff, bro. Like genuinely. Are you still typing? I was waiting for you to type it out. I was like, wait a second. Is he still typing? Or did he leave? Oh, I felt like the wind got knocked out of you 10 times, but the wind never comes back. Oh, damn. Damn. Yeah, bro, I'm sorry. Like, I'm genuinely sorry. I'm sorry for everybody who hopped in here and y'all. I'm happy that we could all talk about stuff that happened. Genuinely, I feel like I'm building a community now, and we can like come in here and talk about this shit. But like, I feel sorry that y'all all had to experience the things that you experienced. Like, you know what I'm saying? And this goes back to what I first started yapping about. Like, bro, life is so short. Like, genuinely, even if you live for 70 years, like that's still a short period of time. Believe it or not, that's only 70 summers. And out of them 70 summers, like the first five you can't even remember. So it's really only 65 if you get blessed to make it to that long. Bro, you got to make the most out of that. You know what I'm saying? That's why I always stress to y'all, like, bro, whatever you want in life, go get that shit. Like, genuinely. Always thought of getting shot felt like those holes where Star Wars blaster leave. Yeah, for sure. Like, I done told my bro not to slide that day, and he did. I felt like my heart and my stomach. But I told him he went anyway. Yeah. Yeah, bro. Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm sorry y'all had to experience that, genuinely. Um, but I do want to let y'all know I haven't been in situations. Well, I've been in some crazy situations. I have seen people, unfortunately, their lives get taken from them. I have. Um, I would never wish that upon nobody. I never want to see somebody witness some of the things that I've seen in my life. Those are stories for another time. But you know, we could all share trouble together. So yeah, and I want y'all to always, I always want to be open with y'all, genuinely. Like as a content creator, like I always want to. I never want y'all to feel like I'm a closed book. Like if y'all ever had questions for me, man, I'm always willing to, be an open book. And I want y'all to feel like this is a safe space, bro. You know what I'm saying? So, I want y'all to know that I really do care, and I appreciate all y'all for just coming in here and talking to me. Like it means the world to me, and y'all don't even understand. See, I'm from Memphis, so it's always grew up around that violence, bro. Memphis, story time. Bro, when I drove through Memphis, so I stayed in Memphis because I moved from Ohio, and I moved down to Houston, right? And I stopped in Memphis, and that's where I like. It was kind of like the halfway checkpoint or whatever, and I slept in there. What I'm telling you, bro, the people that approach me, because I pulled up to the hotel at night, the people who approached me in Memphis, oh my goodness. Now I had an auntie, may God rest her soul. She just passed away last year, but she used to live in Detroit, and I thought growing up staying there with her in Detroit was bad, bro. What I'm telling you, Memphis was worse. I'm like, how is Memphis worse than Detroit? I thought Detroit was as bad as it got, right? But Memphis was making Detroit damn near look like luxury. I'm like, bro, what? Bro, the shit that I seen in Memphis, bro, I seen, bro, oh my goodness, bro. Like, this shit playing back in my head. Bro, that shit literally looked like Call of Duty Warzone. Like, I'm not saying I seen motherfuckers just, bro, like the people, like you seen, like no weird shit. I call them zombies because they be on drugs and shit. But, bro, they literally look like zombie. Like, they're zombies walking down the street. You know what I'm saying? And that shit weird as fuck. I seen a car. A nigga got in an accident. Nigga's car was upside down in the middle of the road. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? Keep in mind, this is why as I'm driving through Memphis, so I wasn't even there for a long time. Bro, I was damn near scared to fucking get gas. Like, you know what I'm saying? And I had a blick on me, but bro, that only gonna take you so far. If I'm outnumbered, bro, I ain't got enough bullets for everybody. You know what I'm saying? And at the time, bro, I'm not even trying to catch a body. I'm not. Bro, I make content. I'm not a YN. I'm not trying to do that shit. I use this for my protection. I don't want to go out and do that shit. No, that's not what I'm about. I don't want to do that. It should never get to that point. Just like I said, I gotta slime some of y'all because y'all know too much. I saw a dead ass homeless man on the street, on the side of the road. Yeah, bro, in New Orleans. I want to go to New Orleans. I want to go to Mardi Gras. Bro, I want to get to the point to where I'm making content like, bro, in like Mardi Gras, like I'm live streaming that. I want to get to that point. We're going to get to that point one day. But I can't wait until that date comes to where I'm making content for y'all like out. You know what I'm saying? That's gonna be really fun. That's gonna be really fun. I want to see the Grizzlies game. I can't count on my hand how many times my little cousin was scared crying in that 3-day trip, bro. I would be scared too. I was a grown ass man when I moved. I was at that time. How old was I when I moved? I was 20. I was 20. So it wasn't that long ago, but I was 20 when I was going down there, and that's a grown ass man. And I was scared as shit. I was like, bro, because I was just seeing zombies walk around, bro. Motherfuckers asking me weird questions. Oh, like, where you from, blah, blah. The fuck? Bro, I'm here for gas. The fuck you need to know where I'm from? Are you trying to do this, blah, blah, blah? And another crazy place I went to. So I would say the craziest places. Memphis. I don't know what place I was in Arkansas when I was driving through Arkansas. I was in Arkansas at 3 a.m. Never get out your car in Arkansas at 3 a.m. That's all I got to say. Motherfuckers in Arkansas are weird as fuck. Okay? And I know Queso's from Arkansas. Okay? No disrespect to him. But Arkansas is one of the weirdest fucking places I've ever been in. Don't ask what I was doing in Arkansas, bro. Don't ask. But Arkansas is weird as shit. Okay? I was born in St. Louis. And you moved when you was 10. Yeah, it's always good to move around genuinely. Never stay in one place your whole life. Okay? That's what I tell y'all, bro. Because I already tell y'all to follow your purpose. Don't stay in one area your whole life. Okay? There's no point. There's so much world to see, bro. Because you got to think about it. As men too, bro, your wife probably not even from the same place that you from. Your wife probably not even from the same. She could probably be from a whole nother country. You never know. You know what I'm saying? So the future of your family is dependent on you getting out of your hometown. That's how I view it. Don't stay in one spot. It's weird. You know. You can always come back home, you know what I'm saying? Always go back home, you know what I'm saying? But don't stay there. Like, don't stay in one spot. Even animals don't stay in one spot. They migrate. They go other places. Why humans think they gotta stay in one spot? Don't stay in one spot. My dad died when I was 8 of a heart attack. I'm sorry, bro. I'm sorry. My dad didn't die, but he's dead to me, if that makes you feel any better. Okay? And that's probably never going to make you feel any better, genuinely. But my father, you know, he's dead to me, if that helps you feel any better. I was born in New Orleans, moved to Chicago when I was 3. Damn. I was talking to a girl, actually. There was a girl, me and her are still cool. I think we're still cool. I don't know. I really don't know. But She was from Baton Rouge. She was telling me the stuff that was happening in Baton Rouge, Louisiana. It's wild out there. You know, she's one of the coolest people I ever met in life. I doubt she'll come across this video, but she's really cool, bro. Like genuinely. But I met her in Houston, and she's telling me about Baton Rouge. And I always tell her, like, we got to make a trip to Mardi Gras. So if I did go to Mardi Gras, I would want to go with her, genuinely. I remember one time I saw these three big ass guys huddled around playing dice, and like 300 was on the ground. Yeah, that used to happen at my family cookouts. I'm not gonna lie. They used to do that shit in Cleveland, bro. Cleveland, Ohio. They was doing that shit. That's just like a cookout for me. I'm not gonna lie. They be doing that shit all the time. That shit never scared me. That never scared me. But it can get out of hand, and somebody could end up losing their life if that game gets out of hand. I'm not gonna lie. So that's just not a game I would be playing with niggas. Cause I know how people be over their money. So I'm cool on that. You say you never told us why you got shot? Well, yeah, you never did. So what happened? You said we need a story time one time on why he's dead to you? Oh, my dad? So type in the chat why you got shot. You were in your friend's car. Type in the chat the story, and I'm gonna tell you why my father is dead to me. My father is dead to me in multiple reasons. I feel like as a man, if you have a kid, bro, you should do everything in your power to try to be in that kid's life. You know what I'm saying? My father didn't do that, and he didn't just do it with me. It really didn't. Growing up, it didn't affect me, but when I got older, I went to high school with my siblings, right? And we didn't grow up in the same house. We just had the same dad. And I seen how my sister, like, it affected my sister in such a way, and it really like destroyed me, because like you could tell how heartbroken she was. You know what I'm saying? And keep in mind, I didn't grow up with my sister. Me and her had two different moms. My dad was just out here going crazy, okay? He was just going out here crazy, having hella babies. You know what I'm saying? And he really didn't care about none of the kids. You know what I'm saying? But if you were to ask a random person on the street if he took care of his kids, he would tell you yes. You know, and I seen how it affected my sister, my younger sister. And she would tell me stories when we was in high school. And we didn't grow up, so we never was at family functions or anything together. But thankfully, we went to the same high school. You know, I went to school with two of my younger sisters, and then I had a younger brother who went to my high school after I graduated. And my father had ended up marrying their mom and then cheated on their mom with another woman and got her pregnant, and then the cycle kept continuing. Well, my mom, he didn't marry my mom. So he was with my mom before he even married their mom. And my mom, they broke up. She didn't want to be with him, and because he was essentially doing the same shit, and she didn't want to put up with his bullshit. But my father, he didn't care about none of it. Like, he don't care about nothing, bro. He only care about himself, genuinely. But my stepdad, that is my dad. Like, he genuinely raised me. I'll say that he's my dad. So I'm very thankful for him. But my father, bro, he's the exact definition. He's the exact opposite of the definition of what a real man should be. Like, genuinely. You know what I'm saying? If you're going to be out here going crazy, you know, and you can have kids by all means. If you want to go crazy and have hella kids, do that by all means. But make sure you're there for them kids. You know what I'm saying? And you don't even got to be there financially, bro. Like, because not everybody got it financially, but at least be there. You know, try to be there. You know what I'm saying? So, he was never there for none of us. Except for my one. He was there for my one sister, and she became the worst out of all of us. So it might be a good thing that he wasn't there for us, because she turned out to be the worst out of all of us. You know? So, yeah. But I seen how my siblings were affected by his absence. And we didn't even grow up in the same house. And they would just tell me, like, how they were mentally. And that shit broke my heart. I'm like, I wasn't affected by it, because in my house, it was nothing but love. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, well, for the most part, there was some other shit, but I got love from my grandparents. Like, my grandparents was my main house, and then my mom too. But my mom was young when she had me, so, you know what I'm saying? I really didn't feel like, Even though my father really wasn't there, I never felt some type of way about it because I had all the people in my life that I already needed. You know what I'm saying? So, it is what it is. Sosa, all right, let's get to Sosa. You went to Ohio for a football game. It was the worst thing ever. Yeah, Ohio, that's where I'm from, bro. Ohio is a wild place. All right, there was a bad bitch in the back. My friend bought her. I thought that was his chick, but really, he had one of his ops girls in the back. Oh, fuck. Once he found out, he shot up the car and hit me twice. Bro, what the fuck? And I told y'all, I told you. I don't know if you seen this video or if I said this during a live stream. You got to be very careful with women because they will backdoor you, bro. I was in a situation where I almost got set up by a girl. I peeped it. I left immediately. That's what I'm saying. In certain situations that I thank God for that though, because like there's certain situations where I feel like I got spider senses to where like I feel like I'm not supposed to be here. I will remove myself from that situation because if I didn't remove myself from that situation, there would be no live stream right now. I could just tell y'all that right now. I wouldn't be live streaming. And that same girl who tried to set me up, I cannot find her existence anywhere. No way you can't tell me that's not like demonic. Like that's not a demonic force. I can't find her nowhere. I've looked. I've tried to be like, bro, why would she do that? I can't find her. I can't find her on social media. I ask people. And I normally am good at finding people. Like genuinely, I can't find her. I can't find nothing about her. I try to make another accounts and shit. Bro, she's gone. Like, when I'm telling you, when people want to backdoor you, the world is a crazy place. You got to be very careful on who you surround yourself by. Every fucking time. Old girl in the back got headshot? What? Oh my God. Oh my goodness. She got head tapped. Damn. No, W, yeah, Josiah, oh God. He said, let's get him W for a big double. No, y'all was in here talking to me. That's, bro, y'all were in here talking to me. Like, if y'all came in here and talked to me more often, the streams probably would be longer. I'm telling y'all, I could yap for days, bro. Y'all don't be in here yapping. So I really just be like, all right, I'm in the stream. You know what I'm saying? But y'all don't be in here yapping. So I got stories for days. If y'all not trying to hear the stories, I'm not going to just tell the stories. You know what I'm saying? But I do appreciate y'all for coming in here. Josiah, you funny that you peeped that out because I did say like 45 minutes ago, I was like, yeah, I'm in the stream. And then bro told me that story and I've been on here. I didn't even realize I've been streaming for this long. Cleveland team is hey, watch your mouth talk about the Cavs. We the only team who got the 3-1, bro, against the best team of all time. But Cleveland has been ass. I'm not gonna lie. We got James Harden now. James Harden, I mean, shit. James Harden tough. James Harden is tough. So hopefully, we're not going to get a ring with James Harden. James Harden's never going to get a ring. Okay, let's just get out the way. And if they were going to get a ring any year, they genuinely, okay, if the Cavs were going to get an NBA ring any year without LeBron, last year was the year to do it. How the fuck do y'all not, like, bro, that's why I can't even watch the Cavs half the time. Because they be going crazy, and I'll be like, bro, it's a facade. These niggas are going to blow it every time. Like, I don't know what it is. Like, you said, gang, by the way, you're entertaining. It's probably the longest I've stayed in a stream ever. Thank you. I appreciate that, bro. I genuinely appreciate that. That means so much to me. You don't even realize how much that means to me. But bro, I want my streams to be like this. Like, this is how, if I could have majority of my streams, if not all my streams, to where I have the community talking to me, interacting, y'all. Bro, because I feel like we're, like, I don't know how to explain it, bro. We're all, like, I want a community, bro. A real community. You know what I'm saying? A lot of content creators, they don't have a community. They don't build no bond with their community. That shit's so weird. I don't want to be that content creator. I never want to be that content creator. You know what I'm saying? We like the long streams. Yeah, that's, you know. I don't know if this time works for y'all normally for streams. Like when I stream at this time, if y'all normally be up at this time. But this is like the best time for me to stream because like I can normally stream around this time every day. Because when I get off work, the days that I do work, I normally can hop on stream around this time. But yeah, I love yapping and doing streams like this. I do want to get to the point to where like I have y'all actually on the stream type shit. Like if y'all are comfortable with that shit, and I know some of y'all might not be comfortable with it, but there's gonna be people who are gonna be comfortable with just hopping on a Discord and then they telling like they're actually voice talking and saying their story. You know, so you know, eventually it's gonna be that way. And I can't wait for that day to come. That's why I've been posting these YouTube videos. I'm trying to build this community up, man. Because the more of us and the stronger we are, bro, like the content that can come out is going to be insane. And I'm never going to forget nights like this. You know what I'm saying? Because like nights like this really mean the world, you know? Because I'm sitting in my bedroom talking to y'all. Like, that's insane. Champ, is it like 10 for you? No, it's, what time is it? It's 1. It's 1:22. Bro, I've been talking. Bro, it's 1:22. You said what? Wait, you got a Discord? Yeah, I got a Discord. I'll be promoting every video I got a Discord. I'm trying to get y'all to join the Discord so I can really have y'all on the streams. But I'm still trying to build. It's not yet. We're not at that point yet to where I can have you on the streams. But my Discord, just be in there for now. So when that time comes, you're ready for it. Because once I get more people, I want to do it. I say around 5K subs. Once we get to 5K subs, that's when I'm going to have y'all actually. And I'm going to make sure y'all know ahead of time. I'm going to set a time for y'all so y'all are ready, you know. And y'all know like a week in advance. Okay, King Champ's doing this. Okay, y'all will be ready for that stream to, you know, have like a story time where you come on my YouTube and you're talking on my Discord and y'all saying like, okay, this is a story, blah, blah, blah. That's what I'm trying to build. You said, yeah, because I will start actually spazzing. I'm telling you, bro. I'm telling you. I want y'all to be in my content, like genuinely. And also, when I do like 5K subs, I think it's either 5K or 10K subs. I don't know which one yet. And I'm trying to hit 10K subs around that time before like June. Yeah, before June, I'm trying to hit around 10K subs. That's why I've been so dedicated to this. Like I set my goals in mind, like each time on what I want. And I know life doesn't go accordingly, but I'm putting it in place to like set milestones for myself, you know, set a standard. L algorithm. No, dead ass, bro. You would think that the algorithm would see me talking to y'all, right? And y'all are in my chat actually talking, right? You would think that the algorithm would see that. Like, okay, wait a second. He's talking. He's interacting with them. You would think the algorithm would be like, okay, let's boost him up a little bit. Fuck King Champ. Like, that's their mindset. But that's okay. We're going to keep going regardless. Like, genuinely. We're going to keep going regardless. Only 2K subs is valid for someone like you. I get people tell me that all the time, bro. But that at the same time, that's my own fault why I only have 2K subs. It's my own fault. Like, I can only blame the algorithm so much, like genuinely. But in all honesty, you can ask Josiah, because Josiah's been here. Shout out to Josiah. Josiah came across one of my live streams last summer, and I was live streaming, and I was playing games, and there was like a lot of people in here, and Josiah stood out. And that same day, he became a Discord. I never talked to him, or he became a Discord. He became a mod because like he was just on it. No, it wasn't that same day. I capped. I'm sorry, Josiah, I capped. I think it was like 3 streams after he became a mod. But he was always in here, and he would always come back, and he was always in here just going crazy. And I was like, bro, shout out to that kid, bro. Josiah, Josiah. And I just stopped. I wasn't really in the best relationship. It was like a week after, yeah. Like, they should base algorithms on comments instead of views. That you would think that, but they don't. but I wasn't consistent before. Like last summer when Josiah like first came across me, I was going to be consistent, but I'm not going to get too much in detail about this yet. I will later on down the line. I was in a relationship, and that relationship took a lot of time away from me, and mentally I was not in the right headspace. Like, not in the right headspace. Like, I completely lost who I was as myself. And if you even look at my YouTube, you go back to the very beginning. I started YouTube a very long time ago. I got with my ex-girlfriend, right? And me and her were together for like 4.5 years. Me and her were together for 4.5 years. The first 2 years we got together, I didn't post a single YouTube video. Because when I'm telling you, that's why this is why I tell y'all, be so careful who you surround yourself by. But I lost my identity. I didn't even know who I was. Like, and I'm kind of chunky right now. I'm still chunky. But when I was with her, I was fat as fuck. Like, fat as fuck. Like, I'm still big, but like, I'm nowhere near how big I was. Like, when I'm telling you, I lost who I was. I lost who I was. Like, I lost my purpose. I lost my drive. I lost everything. And that's not even me hating on her. Because, you know, she had good. I'm not that type of person to be like, man, my last relationship was ass, blah, blah, blah. I never throw dirt on her like that. No. But, bro, I lost myself. You know, so I'm just now getting back to myself as of, like, when we broke up. When we broke up, I hopped on this shit. I'm like, bro, there's no reason for me not to go 100%. I have no more distractions. I need to, like, this is, like, y'all talking to me right now, y'all don't know how much this means to me because, bro, content and YouTube has been something I've always wanted to do. I've always wanted to do this, like, my whole life. So, like, when y'all do, like, shit like this, it may seem small to y'all, but, bro, this genuinely means the world to me. And I get people who tell me all the time, you only got 2K subs, blah, blah, blah. Bro, like, one, it's my fault because I wasn't dedicated to it. So, I could have had more subs if I would have just, you know, kept going. But I would beat myself mentally and tell myself, what if this don't work out? What if not? You know, so that's why I had to build myself out of that mindset. Like, it's going to work out. You know, you just got to get in that mindset of it's going to work out. You got to stay optimistic about it. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is. You said I'd spam the comments if it worked like that. They just me right all the fake people with no substance and real people who are not legit people who get shunned by YouTube. And I'm glad you said that, Money. Because a lot of your favorite content creators, and I'm not going to say too much because I'm not trying to get my YouTube packed and I'm not trying to get my life packed. But a lot of the biggest content creators are not who you think they are. Okay? And I'm inspired by a lot of content creators. Genuinely. Like, there's a lot of content creators I'm inspired by. But a lot of them are not who you think they are. And a lot of what you see is not real. I never want to get to that point. No matter how big this gets, I never want to get to the point to where what I'm doing is not real. That's why I say community is so strong. Because your community will hold you accountable for shit like that. They'll be like, okay, King Champ, like, what are you doing? You losing who you are. I never want to get to that point. You know, and I see a lot of content creators because I'm the exact opposite. I don't go to content creators who are popping. I go to the people who are on the come up or right before they're on the come up. I feel like that's the best thing is watch somebody go up that because you're like, dang, I remember before and now they got to that point. You're like, dang. But when some people get to that point, completely lose who they are. And their content reflects it. Their character reflects it. It's so sad. I never want to get to that point. And I'm going to speak in existence. I'm never going, no matter how big I get, I'm not going to get to that point to where I lose who I am. I've already lost who I was before. And once I realized it, I felt like shit. I'm never letting that shit get to that point again. Okay? I lost focus. And you just can't lose focus. People get that money. They get that money in it. Money will change you. And anybody who tells you money don't change you, you're capping. It's bound to change you. but it shouldn't change who you are as a specific. It should change the things that you do, but it shouldn't change who you are. It shouldn't change your morals, your mindset. You know what I'm saying? So, and not even mindset, because it should change your mindset in a way, but it shouldn't change your heart. That's the biggest thing. It shouldn't change your heart. I'll say that. You said we got to think back to these days when we have like 1,000 people in here. I know, right? Oh, that's crazy. 1,000 people in here are crazy. You know, I mean, prayerfully, God willing, one day it gets to that point. You know, but I still want to still have conversations like this with y'all. That's what I'm saying. I don't care how many people is in here, bro. I could be like, bro, Kai said that and have 20K, bro. I'm a figure out a way to filter out some people to bring them in to where I can have conversations with y'all and talk to y'all. You know, and I feel like that's why Discord is so important, because in Discord you can kind of do that. You know what I'm saying? And I can still talk to y'all, you know. So when it does get to that point, it wouldn't be hard to do it, because Discord, there's ways around it. YouTube is kind of hard to do that, talk to y'all through chat when there is more people in here, but bro, I genuinely want a connection with my community, bro. I feel like every content creator should want to do that. Yo, I just peeped. There's 2 other people in the stream who ain't talking. Oh dang, I didn't know. But everybody who's in here, what's good with y'all? I didn't know. What's good with y'all? Welcome. I really just use this time to yap. If y'all feel comfortable typing in the chat, say something. Nobody in here is gonna hate on y'all. Okay. And if they are hating on you, it's out of love. No, everybody in here got a pure heart. I've been talking to them. Everybody in this chat is a fucking W. Oh, never mind. Back to 6. That's okay. Everybody in this chat is a fucking W. So, you know, all of y'all, genuinely. But yeah. And I know I got this big ass jug of water. I be telling y'all, make sure you're drinking water. Okay. I yap a lot, so I need water. But water is important, bro. But yeah, man. So what it seems to me is we're all damn near, everybody who's been talking is low key in the same area. We have Memphis, Chicago, and then Tennessee. Bro, sound like my mom talking about some drinks of water. You gotta drink water, bro. Water is important. Bro, all the bullshit. I don't know. I don't even know if I should be talking about this. I don't even know if I really should be talking about this on my chat or on stream. But them files, I'm not going to say the name, but the files that have been released, right? And if my stream randomly disappears, they got my ass, okay? The files that have been released, if you've been looking at those files that have been released, you find out a lot of the food that we consume is not real food, my guy. So water is like one of the, and our water is even poison, bro. So you gotta be like, water is damn near the last pure thing we have, even though that's been corrupted too. But you poison your body on a daily basis with bullshit. The best thing you can do is try to counter that shit with water, like dead ass. You know, and water has 0 calories. You can drink as much water as you want, genuinely. People tell you water poisoning, but you would have to drink a fucking shit ton of water to get water poisoning. Said I just downed 3 bottles. That's good shit, bro. Bro, I got this story about my ex-girlfriend. He said our water is poison. It's not poison to where we're going to, no, chill out, man. It's not, we're not going to fucking die right now. I mean, eventually we're going to die, but it ain't that bad. That's like one of the last semi-good things we have, okay? The air is poison. So, I mean, we're fucked regardless. Keep drinking the water. We're good. We're good. But yeah, tell us the story about your ex-girlfriend. I got stories about my ex-girlfriend, my other ex-girlfriend. I got stories for days, y'all. Y'all don't even understand. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, we get to this point, bro. I'm gonna keep telling story times. Like, as days go on, you know, I'm gonna have stories for y'all. Everything close to you have too much of it. So why not make it good while it lasts? For sure. I wouldn't be surprised if they start selling oxygen. Like, they're going to say we're running out of air and then try to sell that shit. I wouldn't be surprised. Shorty was on the down low. I've had that happen. I got a story time for that too. And I promise to God it's real. I had a girlfriend who was down low too. The worst feeling in the world is getting cheated on by your girlfriend and she's cheating on you with the girl, right? That shit is insane. We're gonna make a Lorax a real movie. No, dead ass. That's how they trying to do it. Legit, one time she was slurping my shit. I got a text from my stud cousin. What the fuck? That's the plot of the Lorax. No, it literally is. So she was trying to keep it in the family. I'm sorry, bro. I know that probably made you, bro. I know you was heated at that time, but, bro, what the fuck? Shawty was. Oh, brother. Yeah, I bet you were pissed. I would be pissed too. I had something similar like that happen to me, but it wasn't to that extent where she was trying to. Well, it was actually kind of worse. I'm not gonna lie. It was actually worse. Um, I had a girlfriend and me and her were together for about a year, and everybody would tell me like, "Why are you dating her? Why are you dating her?" Because she was all right. I'm gonna put in perspective. I'm not gonna put her name out there because there's no way. There's no. You say you had to load up 2K. Nah, for real. I feel you. There was a girl I was dating in high school, and people didn't like her. But I seen her. I seen like her potential. Like she had so many good goals for her life, and to see where she's at in life now. This girl is married now, by the way. So, shouts out to her. Shouts out to her. There's no hate towards her. So, girl I was dating in high school. She was like really, and she's not even the same person no more. Like she's like totally different person. So she had a rough childhood, like a very rough childhood. So she was a ghetto white girl. Okay, I'm not gonna lie. She was a ghetto white girl, right? And she would get in fights with any. She didn't give a fuck who it was. She was ready to throw the ones. And this goes back to what I told y'all before. If a girl want to put her hands on you, you need to distance yourself away from her because that is not a good girl. Okay, she was one of those. Okay, so you need to, you know what I'm saying? She didn't care, right? She would fight anybody. She didn't give a fuck if she was gonna get her ass beat. She'd still try to fight. She'd still try to fight you. She don't care. And she'd get her ass beat, get up, talk shit, and try to fight you again, knowing she just got her ass beat. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. She was so she was been distant, and I didn't get on house arrest, but some shit happened between me and my family, and I got in some trouble to where I had a curfew by my city's police department to where I could not be out because I was out doing stupid shit. And they said if I were to be out, I could end up having how bro said he had juvie. I would have to do that or community service or shit like that. I wasn't trying to take the risk. So I had to be in the house at a certain time every single day, you know. And I couldn't even, it wasn't even a certain time. Bro, I literally could only go to school, you know, until I was 18. And this was right when I was 17. It's like, so I only had to do it for like a couple months. Once I hit 18, it didn't matter what the fuck I did. So, long story short, she's been very distant. Me and her we had to split schools. We used to go to the same school, but my mom noticed the people who I was hanging around in school. So she was like, you're not doing that. You're moving back in with your grandparents. So I had to move with my grandparents. So me and her, our relationship took a hit because I'm not seeing her no more. I don't see her no more. And she just be acting weird. She didn't try to come to my grandparents' house because she felt like my family didn't like her, which they really didn't. But if I'm your boyfriend, fuck what they think, okay? So I wasn't seeing her or none of that shit. So our relationship took a hit. So I ended up getting my car. And I hit 18. I ended up getting my car. And I didn't tell her I was going to pull up on her. I didn't tell her I was going to drive to her or nothing. Right? So I was just going to surprise her at her job. right? And she's been distant, but she still says I'm her boyfriend. I still say that's my girlfriend. I pull up on her at her job. Oh my God. This is one of the moments where you had to just sit back and pray. I'm telling you, bro, it took everything in me not to crash out. I pull up, I see her car. I'm like, nigga, huh? I knew she was gonna be at her job, but why is she just sitting out in her car in the parking lot? And why is there a random bitch in her car? I see the heads. I'm like, nigga, is this bitch kissing a bitch? What is going on? I'm like, oh hell no. So I was about to get out the car and I was just like, nigga, take your L, bro. Just take your L, go back home. So she gonna follow me to my grandparents' house. She's like, oh my God, like what are you doing at my job, blah, blah. Keep in mind the bitch is in the car. And me, I was so immature, so I'm thinking in my head, like, bro, do I really take an L? Because they're both females at the end of the day. Is it really bad? You know what I'm saying? Is it really bad? Because I could probably get something out of this. I'm not gonna lie. So I was thinking in my head, I'm like, why wouldn't you just tell me like you was gay? Like, why didn't you tell? She's like, I'm not gay. You didn't show me any attention, blah, blah. I'm bi, blah, blah. I'm like, okay, you could have added her. I literally, word for word. I'm not making this shit up. This is how immature I was. Deadass. I'm telling her while the other girl is right there. I'm like, bro, she could have joined us one day, bro. Like, we could have all went crazy, bro. Like, bro, I was so immature. But she's like, are you fucking disgusting, blah, blah, blah. I don't want anything to do with you. Like, I'm the bad nigga. I'm like, what? She's like, you're so fucking selfish, blah, blah, blah. You think you care about yourself? You never spent time with me? Bitch, I couldn't. I couldn't even spend time with myself. I was in the fucking house all day, or I had to go to school. Or these niggas was going to give me juvie, or I was doing community service. I wasn't doing that shit. I wasn't. So I was like, bro, I'm like, this bitch is tripping, bro. So I was like, all right, I took my L. King Champ, the way how I used to operate when I was younger, I would have to get everything back in blood. I will always operate off of revenge. That is not the way to live, okay? Some time passed by. That girl she cheated on me with, I ended up cracking her. I just want to let you know that. And I did that with anybody who ever broke my heart or did some type of thing to me. I always operated like that my whole life. I always had to get something back in blood. If a girl were to cheat on me, I would crack somebody who was close to her. Every single time. Now, the person I am now, I don't do that shit anymore. Because I realize it don't do nothing for me at the end of the day. It really doesn't. All it is bragging rights. Nobody cares. You know? And why would I have to stoop down to their level to prove something? You know what I'm saying? But I did end up cracking that girl who was cheating. Well, who got my girl at the time to cheat on me. And I low-key kind of understood why she was cheating on me. And they weren't studs. They were literally just two white bitches. Like, they were just regular girls. You know, so I was like, you know, it wasn't like I was cracking a femboy. It was literally a full girl. Feminine girl. So I was like, okay. Might as well go crazy. But but I wouldn't tell y'all to live like that. That's not the way to live, bro. Like, it's not. And then later on down the line, I ended up messing with her friend. But that wasn't even out of revenge. That was just because I was bored one day and I just did that shit. But things happen and I ended up doing that. Like my ex-girlfriend, for example, right? The girl who I just broke up with, bro, she literally just upped and packed a bag and asked me, can you ship my shit out to back home? Because I was living in Florida. She was like, can you ship my shit back home? And I was like, no. I was like, you're leaving? She was like, yeah, I'm leaving. I was like, okay. So this is a way to break up with me, I guess. Come to find out, my ex-girlfriend who I just broke up with, she went back with her ex-boyfriend. And the way how I found out is that my homeboy had texted me. He was like, are y'all still together? And I was like, nah, we literally just broke up like 3 days ago. He was like, bro, she's hanging out with her ex again. Keep in mind, we were together for a long time. So I was just like, okay. But that's on her. There was something that nigga had that could help her fill in her void. So shouts out to him for being that nigga who could do that for her. I couldn't do that shit. But I thank that nigga so much to this day. Because if it wasn't for him, I would still be in my bedroom sitting next to her to press this shit. Not being able to have a stream like this and talk to y'all. Dead ass. So W that nigga. W that. If a nigga, if somebody ever was like, oh, I took your bitch, they never took your bitch. It was never yours to begin with. We gotta understand that. It was never yours, okay? And he did you a favor. Because if he could easily obtain that, then that's not some shit you want in your life, okay? That's nothing you want in your life. So W that nigga, genuinely. You see, you got a story to tell. Tell the story, bro. I caught my first body getting back in blood because I was pissed that my sis got beat up. Now I hope we're talking about a good kind of body, not the one kind of body, Sosa. Because I know, nigga, you said Inglewood, Chicago, and I already know your stories that you already told me. So I hope you're not talking about the other kind of body, but, but hey, I'm telling you, bro. Sometimes you got to do what you got to do. You know. I'm not telling you have revenge. Revenge isn't really always the answer. The best answer to anything in life is really just focusing on yourself and doing better for yourself. But nigga, if it happens, it happens. Okay? If it happens, it happens. I ain't gonna hate you for doing what you did, nigga. Do you, bruh. Do you. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. You got it back in blood. Okay. Okay. I mean, that's on you. My heads is clean. I ain't do nothing. Hey, we in this together. I'm on your team. We in this together, bro. You got a story about a femboy? Huh? What you mean you got a story about a femboy? Oh no. Josiah said, I've had a girlfriend who was playing the game, talking to her for 3 hours. She said, get off the game. I want to talk to you. I was so mad she ain't like me doing that. That's a lot of girls, bro. Josiah, I don't even think you remember. Back when I used to do my streams last summer, I had to end that shit abruptly. That was because she would be yelling at me. When y'all would be like, King Champ, where'd you go? And my stream would just randomly end. And those videos are still up, by the way. Y'all can see my streams would just randomly cut out. That's because I was getting cussed the fuck out. And I wasn't trying to hear it. So that's why my streams would randomly end. Okay, so basically I was down horrendous, like at the lowest of lows. Brother. Don't tell me that you and a film... You know what? It's the lowest of lows, bro. I still love you, bro. You did what you had to do, man. I couldn't do it. But you did it, man. I still got love for you, bro. You said, mind you, I never faced because nobody snitched. Hey, God is good, bro. Nobody snitched on you, bro. You said, and then I seen a profile picture. I think it was a girl. It was not. I found out later. What the fuck? Muddy. Bro had the 22 grand experience. Buddy, do you know what he's talking about? That song, 22 grand? You actually did that in real life. Except he got it for free, though. He didn't spend the 22 grand. So W, kinda. It's kinda a dub. You know? You gotta look at the positives of it. It was a W because he didn't, he saved money. But at the same time, it's like, come on, man. And I go on the profile and... Huh? Bro. Muddy. Are you good? Are you good? You said, buddy, did you play Fortnite with him? It was playing Bloxburg. Bro, Muddy, bro, what? Muddy. Muddy, I feel like you rage bait me, bro. You did not do that, bro. I don't think you would do that, bro. Muddy. Muddy, bro. Don't tell me you Muddy. Bro, I had this one chick who literally only know PH6. What? Okay, okay, all right, all right. Y'all are wilding tonight. Okay, I'm into this stream, bro. Y'all niggas, it's getting too late, bro. Y'all, it's getting too late. I gotta take a shower still. Y'all just, bro, y'all are wild. But genuinely, bro, I'm barely even. Okay, yeah, yeah, okay, yeah. I've actually messed with girls like that, and they screaming and shit. Yeah, nah. The ghetto white girl that I was talking about earlier, she was one of those. Can you hold on? Stop, stop. Give me a second. That shit is such a turn off, genuinely. But fakest shit ever. That should be pissing me off. But everybody who tuned into the stream tonight, it was Blasian. I'ma either King Champ is gonna end up marrying a Blasian one, a Blasian, Asian. I'm gonna marry some foreign shit, bro. Mexican, Colombian, Argentinian, Dominican. It's gonna be some foreign shit. That's some shit that I'm gonna marry, or some mixed shit. It's probably gonna be some mixed shit, or fresh off the boat. One of the two, mixed or fresh off the boat. I don't care where you fresh off the boat. If you in the stream, I'm gonna goon to you. Bro, chill out, bro. Bro, y'all tripping, bro. Buddy, what oh god. Hey, I love all y'all. Thank you. It was a great stream, bro. All y'all take it easy. All y'all have a great night. I thank y'all so much for hopping in this stream. I'm gonna be back here tomorrow night at the same time, around 12, very close to 12. My Discord, I'll text right before I'll go live. But I want y'all all to have a great night, genuinely. And I appreciate everybody who was in here talking to me. I love y'all, genuinely. Not in no Diddy way, bro. I love y'all niggas for real. Like, bro to bro, I love y'all niggas. But y'all stay safe, and y'all have